This is the old St. Elizabeth School building, soon to be renamed today at 3 o'clock. It'll be a combination of St. Teresa and St. Elizabeth. This is a view across the street looking at the school. This is the school cafeteria where some booths have been set up to talk about the different activities that schools want to offer. I'll just go to each one of them and let you see what they are. Here's where we host the band, opera band lessons, and student council. And no, this isn't one of our students. This is one of our older students. No, just kidding. She's standing in for her son. Chess club. Father? Here we have some sign-up sheets for some committees. Everyone is in Zoom right in there. Might find something we want to do.
Did you go over the chess? Did you understand it?
Yeah, I know how to play it.
It seems like you're just a lot of spots.
Yeah, that's what I said. Did we get Marianne and Bridget? Yeah, we got Bridget. Marianne don't play sports?
I tried to talk to her. Where's she at?
She just went out the door.
Okay, they never came all the way past Marianne.
Take ours now to lunch now.
Okay.
So here's your coffee. It's got
Thank you. Okay.
I can find out.
Here we have quick recall.
I'll let somebody, it looks like there's some type of special instruction. I know where you've been. I know where you've been. You got to do it. You didn't get the men's game.
It's our registration booth for prospective students. Science club. I'm sure you'd like to tell us something about science, right? Really great books. Our way for our primary grades. Just go in there and poke around with your grades. This is our preschool room. You having fun back there?
That we should do it. Hi, Michael.
How you doing, Mr.
I'm good. But he said, well, I think we should do it. But then he said, well, 1 year you can make it, so this was 1 year you can make it, so that's okay with me. I mean, that could work, sure. And I even thought that maybe we could have a class ceremony, you know, like.
It's going like this. Lower, lower, lower.
No, I won't do that.
Strictly system. Are you using school? I know, I heard that, I know, they came down to school. Yeah, it's a 10. It's a 10.
You just help me carry up like 5,000 things, chair for hand,
I know, I was there, I know, I stand.
This is the computer room.
I have been in here once. Where do you usually go? Or does it matter, or do you
Me and my set there after the street is set there. Sometimes I should play.
This is the library.
Is that just, these are two separate rooms, huh?
Don't drop it, girl.
Is all grades in?
This is an extension of the library, primarily used for the smaller children. Also used for instructional use. This is 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, junior high. In junior high, the kids rotate between classes, so no one particular room would be distinguishable from another. I'll just go through each one of them.
Oh,
Ask
are
me
you
to.
really?
This is the band and music room. Back to the cafeteria, getting ready for the unveiling of the new school name.
Showing your interest in our children and one another in our community. We ask you to bless our gathering and give us courage and strength and the wisdom we need to carry on the benefits of our children and our community. We make this prayer in the name of Jesus, your Son, who lives and reigns with you forever and ever. Amen. Father, and Son, Holy Spirit.
All right. We're going to ask a few people to come up here and sit at the reserved seats. If I could have Jean Brown, Kay Cradle, and Elizabeth McGee, would you please come up and sit in the front seat? I'd like to share a little bit with you before we unveil the name. For those people who may not know this, I am Eileen Soder. I am principal at St. Elizabeth this year and will be the principal of our new school next year. I'd like to give you some information about St. Therese, if you're not familiar with her. St. Therese was known for her kind acts towards others, especially little acts, everyday acts. At the age of 15, she became a Carmelite nun. She She was called the little flower of Jesus because she loved the infant Jesus. And, like a little child, she did things to please God. We often see St. Therese holding a cross and a banquet of roses. For those that don't know a lot about St. Elizabeth, I'd like to share a little bit about that. St. Elizabeth of Hungary was a princess and a queen of Hungary. She fed the poor, despite the fact that her relatives and her family did not want her to do this. They tried to keep her from going to the poor. One day, she was feeding the poor, and she had bread for the poor. She had it underneath her coat. It is said her husband and some soldiers came because they did not want her to feed the poor, and they asked her to open up her coat. When she did, the bread wasn't there anymore. Roses fell out of her coat. We are going to ask Angela from St. Therese and Beth from St. Elizabeth to unveil the banner. The three people that we called up were the people who submitted the name St. Rose. I'd like to give you some information about St. Rose because if you were like us, you might not have known a lot about it. St. Rose was born in Peru in South America. She was very obedient to her parents, and she did all her tasks with a happy smile. She did all different tasks to please others. Rose was very pretty. She was beautiful. And her mother would want to dress her in beautiful clothes. However, Rose would tell her mother, "Mother, the only beauty of the soul is worthwhile." Her mother wanted her to marry a very wealthy man who would give her a large home and have lots of servants for her. But she refused this. She wanted only to love and serve God. When her parents lost their money, Rose went every day out to gardens, and she worked in the gardens, and then she visited the home of the poor and brought them food. She cared for homeless children, the elderly, and the sick. This was the beginning of the first social services in Peru. St. Rose was the first saint of the Americas. She died at 31, and when she died, the whole city turned out for her funeral. Important men of the town carried her coffins and took turns doing that. So we're very, very pleased. And now we're going to have the drawing for $100. I'd like to introduce those people again. I'm going to ask Kay, would you stand up? Kay Craigle and Jean Brown.
I'll tell them about why Kay.
Okay. Kay is from St. Therese, working there as a cafeteria manager. She is from St. Elizabeth Parish. Jean is from St. Therese, and she's on the school board there. And Elizabeth, can you stand up too? Elizabeth, you want to turn around so that they can see you? Elizabeth is in our school. She is a kindergarten, is that right? Kindergarten student at our school, and she submitted the name too. So let's draw for it. Congratulations. Before you leave, stop up at the table. We have some papers here that have the story of St. Rose in this basket for you to take. I'd like to introduce, if I can, Peggy Lichtenfield. She'd like to share a little bit about some extra planning that we've done as a school board interim board and what her new position might be in that board.
This has been a really neat day, and it's a real exciting beginning to what I think is going to be. In its wisdom, our school board has seen that if we're going to be about helping people learn about our church and grow in their faith, that we need to expand to lifelong formation and education at our parish level. We need to go past 1 through 8. We need to reach out to our high schoolers, to our parents, to our preschoolers. And so part of our school offering will be that of offering religious education and youth and opportunities for our youth, for our parents, for our preschool, and hopefully on out into our even ministering to our elderly. We also know that we cannot depend on people just learning about this. We have to get out and sell our program. We have to tell the world how great our schools are and how good our neighborhoods are, and let people know about it. So the other part of my position is going to be to market what we're doing. And we're already getting started to doing some of that. Next week we will be having an open house for parishioners from other Catholic parishes besides St. Therese and St. Elizabeth. So come back. It has been a wonderful afternoon. The Lord blessed us with sunshine and a lot of good feeling. I know we're going to do a great job. Again, we thank you for being here. It's been kind of a festive party atmosphere, and we really have had a great time meeting all of you, and I haven't met all of you, and I hope to do so in the future. Boys and girls, you might be thinking about a mascot. Now that we have a new school, we're going to need a new mascot and a motto. We'll be telling you more about that as the time comes. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of the day.